Hey, this is Vincent at GamerGuides.com. In this video, taken from our Pokemon X and Y strategy guide, we're going to show you how to capture the elusive shiny Pokemon. Now shiny Pokemon, they're basically just Pokemon with a different colour. Oh, and the fact that they're super rare, with a roughly 1 in 4,000 chance of encountering one. But besides that, there's really no difference between a shiny and non-shiny Pokemon. So the only reason you want a shiny Pokemon is because it's rare, and maybe because you like the colour. Anyway, assuming you want a shiny Pokemon, the odds aren't exactly in your favour. But there are a few tricks that you can use to make it easier to encounter shiny Pokemon. In our guide, we go into great detail about all of these methods. However, in this video, we'll show you the easiest one, which also happens to be the easiest one to show and explain. That way you can get started with your shiny hunting. And this method is chain fishing. How it works is that you use a fishing rod to fish for Pokemon, and you must encounter the exact same Pokemon over and over again, thus creating an unbroken chain of hooked Pokemon. The longer your chain, the more likely you'll encounter a shiny Pokemon. If you're lucky, you can hook a shiny within half an hour or so. Of course, the problem with this method is that it only works for certain water-type Pokemon, but if you don't mind that, then it's great. When creating your chain, it doesn't matter if you faint the wild Pokemon or run from it, so long as you don't encounter a different species or capture a Pokemon. Another important thing, your chain will break if you fail to hook anything. This can occur because you pulled your rod too late, or because nothing was biting. For the latter it's unavoidable, but it does kind of suck. Chain fishing is easier than it sounds, because in most areas, using a particular type of fishing rod, say an old rod, only hooks one type of Pokemon anyway. But for some rods in some areas, you may hook 2 or more species. Anyway, we'll be using an old rod in Route 22 to try and catch ourselves a shiny Magikarp. Before you go fishing, make sure you're geared up for the hunt. So this means plenty of Pokeballs, and a Pokemon with full swipe to safely bring the wild Pokemon down to 1 HP without fainting it. For this method in particular, you'll also want a Pokemon with a suction caps ability leading the charge, as this will increase the chances of getting a bite and preventing your chain from breaking. And then all you need to do is keep fishing and fishing while crossing your fingers. Although we say it's the easiest method, it can still take a lot of time before you encounter your shiny. At the same time, it's very easy to lose concentration and pull your rod too late. Or worse, nothing bites, forcing you to start over. However, if you persevere, you'll hopefully find your shiny, like we did. Anyway, just to finish off, if you have any comments or feedback about our guides or videos, you're free to post them to our GamerGuides.com forum, Twitter, YouTube or Facebook account. We also have a free Gamer Guides app for iOS devices, and the website at GamerGuides.com. Anyway, Vincent signing off.